Let me introduce you to Kazuma Kiryu. He's the main protagonist of the beloved Yakuza series, and one thing that I find very interesting about him is that, first of all, the producer, writer, and designer of the series, Masayoshi Yokoyama, basically confirmed that Kiryu is a virgin, which I do not believe because, whoa, look at that hunk of man, look at that ass, look at that chest, that tattoo! But secondly, it is also confirmed that Kiryu has never, ever killed anyone. And it's not like anything Batman does where he breaks a guy's arm in 2 places and then proceeds to punch him in the neck or something with the strength of a truck. No. Kiryu actually drops people on their necks with their full body weight. The thing great about Yakuza as well is that in 1 second you can be brutalizing people on the streets, and then the other you can just play funny karaoke songs. Or and then you can go and beat the absolute shit out of one of the lieutenants of one of the biggest families in Kamurocho, and after that you play with RC cars and crush little kids' dreams with your highly customized one. Now look at this guy. Remember this guy. Ingrain him into your brain. He appears right before the first boss fight. You fight him in this big room with a bunch of other people, and once you knock him to the ground, you think to yourself, huh, he must be down for the count. Incorrect! What are you, dumb? This is Yakuza, baby! Then Yoneda grabs an ashtray and tries to hit you with it, but Kiryu just breaks that shit right in front of his face, and then kicks him through the door to get to the next area. Now let's just process this in our big massive brain, that in reality there should be shards of debris on his face somewhere. And you think to yourself, okay, he's finally down, there's probably a small chance that he could get back up again, but who knows, he's probably down. I'm just gonna go find Kuze, the lieutenant, because he's a big dum-dum. So you proceed to the hallway, and you see this big guy with a massive orange chair, and you break that shit over his head. And then you go to the kitchen area and wander around. You open a door and turn around and see, uh-oh, Yoneda's still alive, and he has this bowl over his face like he did with the ashtray. So of course, you knock him through another door after smashing the bowl over his head again and beating the shit out of him even more. And then you think to yourself, okay, so best case scenario, he most likely has a mild concussion with the amount of beatings to the head he's had so far. I'm going to continue and hope that he doesn't come back. Then you climb up the fire escape, beat even some more guys, and then you go to the door and find out that it's locked. You see a window to the right. You jump through the window because that's what Kiryu does. He's just a badass. And then you realize they actually jumped into a bathroom and just interrupted 2 guys pissing into the urinals. So then you have to fight them. And guess what? Holy shit, he's back again, and this time with a knife. Oh no. So you break his ribs, smash his face on the urinal right where this guy was pissing, throw him towards the window, and finally drop kick his ass out the window. Finally, he's gone. The storm starts to get back to normal. Everything is okay. There's absolutely no fucking way that he dropped at least 4 stories down a building, probably on his head, and is still alive after all the beatings that he's had so far. There's absolutely no way. What? What? How are you still alive? What? And you're walking normally. You're not even like in a cast or something. and you think to yourself, well, why doesn't Kiryu just use a gun and just kill the people that he's fighting? Well, he has, and I'm pretty sure he can guess what the answer is going to be. But Kiryu isn't the only character that you can play in Yakuza 0. Let me introduce you to Goro Majima. Majima owns a knife. And what he does with the knife is what any normal person would do with a knife when he's in danger. How is he not dead? How is he not dead? How? How is it possible? He has to be dead.